What we're doing with this barn is giving it a second chance of life.
This barn
It came from Mansfield, Ohio.
is being raised in Swan Valley.
The barn was built in 1795, which is shortly after the American Revolutionary War.
And it's being turned into a home.
It's beautiful.
Donald Polaski owns an antique barn company in New Hampshire. He has been raising barns for about 27 years. It's a passion of his.
When you look at the old barn frame, you look at the beam, it's large. They give you like a warm comfort feeling. I don't know, you just get so attracted to it, and I never get bored of it. I love it.
For Michael Newman, the owner of this barn, it's a dream come true.
It's going to be fun to put this thing together. It's going to be a custom built. Can't believe these things are 240 years old, and now we're probably going to save them for another 200 years.
Michael has worked with Donald before. In fact, he has a barn right next to the one he is building that's also from Ohio. The interior is unique.
I just think they're one of a kind. It's not your cookie cut house, and it's just history. I mean, just think of the craftsmanship that went into them.
Michael is originally from Idaho Falls. He lived and worked in Ohio for several years.
Instead of going to the bars, I went out and looked for barns.
Then he moved back to Idaho to tie his career together and retire.
I just loved it here, and how these old antique barns would tie into the rustic setting here of Swan Valley. This particular barn is chestnut. And it's even got some black walnut beams in.
Each piece had to be thoroughly cleaned.
These had a lot of dirt after a couple hundred years. And they were barns, and they had animals in there, and so they did have a lot of dirt and manure and stuff like that we had to clean all these things.
Donald and his builders will be in Swan Valley finishing raising the barn until next week. Michael's home will be finished within the next year. In Swan Valley, Andrea Olson, EastIdahoNews.com.